Last week, LDRs. The wheel was spun. The first wedge came off the board. It chose its competitor. One man, one wedge. Season-long competition. Gypsy, Lido, me. The first wedge was Stat that. First wedge off the board. And who? Who did the wheel decide it was competitor to be? Lido, Gypsy, and myself. No, you ruined the recording, cell phone. Hey.
Hey, what you up to?
Oh, shooting a video. What are you doing?
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thought I'd call you and see how the rest of your day went and stuff like that.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you a call here when it's done.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
All right, Shemp.
All right, sir.
Later.
Bye.
And the wheel chose for its first competitor. Is it gonna spin anytime soon here? And the wheel chose Carl. Carl will step into the battle with the wheel. What's up, everyone? Sorry for the dramatics. So, I hid some features inside the wheel. It's not just what the wheel tells you to do. I set landmines, or treasure chest. I guess it really depends how you look at it, or how the wheel looks at it. Now, for stat that, seeing that wedge automatically reverts all of your picks to whichever quarterback had the worst QBR the week prior. So, for example, this week Carl got stat that. All his picks would swap to whichever quarterback had the worst QBR rating. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. But I added a wrinkle, because I knew that alone is brutal. You're getting the worst quarterbacks in the league, essentially, depending on matchup. So I thought it'd be fun. And I added a couple wrinkles to the wheel this year. Want to see? Stat that had a multiplier. Yes, a multiplier. So, for the stat that wedge, you get to spin the multiplier wheel for every game the wheel chose for you, essentially. Now, unfortunate for Carl, the stat that wedge only got 4 games correct. So he'll get to spin on Seattle winning, Detroit, Cincy. Wait a sec. Hold on. I think I made an error. No, I didn't. Caleb Williams, QBR 12, week 1. Jared Goff, QBR 14. So, Goff was the worst quarterback by QBR. So, Detroit got it. And Frisco, because Brock Purdy didn't play. So, Rattler was technically the better QBR over Mac Jones. But with that said, no time like the present. Let's find out what the wheel decides on Lido's points for week 2. Seattle gets 3 times 3 for Seattle. All right, let's spin for Detroit. No way. Times 3 for Detroit. Let's spin for Cincinnati. Times 1 for Cincinnati. Last spin is no way. Times 3. Oh, Lido, buddy. Lido, look at that. Look at that. You thought you were getting 4 points. You ended up with 10. The wheel is just. The wheel rewarded you, Carl. It rewarded you. Congratulations, buddy. Also, no Mike can get the wheel twice in a row. That's a rule I installed. So Carl will not be having to do the wheel next week if the wheel chooses him. In fact, if we spin the name wheel and it lands on Lido, then Evan and I will go into an eliminator, best of 7, to decide who it is. Well, that's it, folks. Catch you.